Oh my god, we're doing this. Terrible.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music.
Egghead.
He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
Just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibba-dee, skibba-danger. I am the rearranger.
Okay.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do? Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Solve the egghead puzzle.
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
All core! All right! Yeah!
Nothing.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
So hardcore!
Is it though?
It is!
But is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
I was thinking that too!
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chick's checker. Yeah!
Go speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
What if I want to speak to you first?
I suck at socialising, man. If you go speak to Andre, I'll have time to tune in, get a reading on your sign.
Okay.
The young man picks up a thin metal saw blade and nods. You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg! Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Pipeline, of course.
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in. Also for talent. Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. The place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended. Dopeheads!
Burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah,
Strike that in Reversholt.
Strike that! The word! And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. Nope, narcomaniacs on my watch.
Yes, yes. And the worst part is, they're also spooky.
What do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge. Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
This guy sounds like one of the aliens from Argentine Hunger Force whose dad owned the dealership.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Sure.
All right, man.
Okay.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Noid put the padlock on the door. Why?
Oh, so you met her? Good, good. I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation. I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key. All right.
The speed freak dips his belt back and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden cool and fused move, tossing it in your general direction. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you. Chat, I need some motorics. Please help me out. Please, we gotta catch this key. We gotta be cool for our new friends here. Please help me out. Plus motorics minus anything else and then enter. We gotta be cool, man. We gotta be cool. You gonna help me out? No? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, we're not gonna be cool.
It's as if time has frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Oh. Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort.
Blam! Straight in the eye. Straight in the old eye hole. In the looking ball. Man up. It's nothing. Pick the goddamn key up. Put it in your pocket and move on.
With your hand on your eye, pick up the keys. I'm getting too old for this. Where were we? Nope. Ouch, you goddamn asshole! What is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain now?
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited. Threw him too hard. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You almost eye murdered me. A cop. That's just a lethal force.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
Pulls out some black paper from his belt bag.
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
Oh, okay.
I hope that settles it. Or wait. The key?
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry for the mishap.
We were talking about...
What?
The padlock, I think.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
I mean, come on. What does that even mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions
Okay.
of one smart cop.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who are they in the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
It's a feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about? Something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man.
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Ambush behavior. Crab man.
Crab man!
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
The implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark building. There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
How can you be sure they're burnout and dope heads if you haven't seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Oh, okay.
This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Wow, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
All right, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
What's the deal with Egghead there?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
What's an MC?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kinda here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
You mentioned some kind of Ecclesiastes owns a church. Who are these Ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Now humor me, Andre. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentic system, no?
Now, Andre, in your opinion, would this ancient religious organization who anoints the innocents want a club for Anadic music in one of their churches?
Totally.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Unity!
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse!
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
No words. Enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
Yeah. I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can!
Looks like he has, like, orc ears.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Okay. I now understand it was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Analytic music is about love, and so is the Paracarnassian Church.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yeah!
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on, and then dance there, motherfucker!
Well, now we know what we have to do.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
Fair. It's distilled, too.
Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
What's with all the Nosafed?
The what now?
The Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra. I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Okay, on to the next thing. Can I have some? I have some nose problems, too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
Okay.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform.
What happened?
Disco happened.
I've been trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast!
Shut it.
What? I have! I've said that!
Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
The Nosafed in here is for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy. and so does pseudoephedrine.
The distilled water is a cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution?
It's not.
So what are we gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
You tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling you off to the pen for starters.
Okay, man, okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revachol.
Because we do! We totally do!
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for analytic music.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for anodic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
I'm sorry, what's this about a fish?
There needs to be a club for anodic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't.
Cohh, get the damn
We're running out of
fish.
time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
This will be nothing.
Oh,
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind, a grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Jérôme and all the houses on Main Row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa La Bosse.
wait, does anyone feel that?
What?
Nothing. Let's call this incident crime prevention, but I have my eye on you.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news.
Magnesium-based life form.
Oh my God.
We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must mankind rely on slow-working background radiation to take us further into our genetic destiny. This is the era of guided evolution, and magnesium is the key. You are the first of your species, the next step in human evolution. An advanced magnesium proto-man who mags it up, drinks it down, and sniffs it sideways.
Wow. Wow. Whew. Yeah, that -1 logic is not great, unfortunately. Yo, that dude gave us a lot of money. Do I even have another hat? I do. Okay, good. We're gonna have to get some plus logic pretty soon here. I can't believe we got that roll. That was nuts. I was also supposed to go at 2 o'clock, but then Disco Elysium.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church,
I'm going to help you all right.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crabman, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
Oh, talk to Egghead again?
I went
Okay.
in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
What does Crabman look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
Okay, hold on. Exuberant Nobody, thank you for the 13 months, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega. Here comes the night.
Okay.
The club. True. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the whirling in Rags hostel.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata, the place to be.
You said that before. Why is Yekotaka the place to be? What does that mean?
Yakokata is a hardcore place.
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Okay.
The club. True. Hardcore. Hardcore. Internally coherent.
All core! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah!
So hardcore.
Is it though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit.
Okay.
The club.
We're gonna see everything this guy has to say.
Hardcore!
But I mean, is it? Really?
Yeah!
Yeah!
Lakierski Materialski. The clothes. True. Hardcore.
Yeah!
You can yeah and say random things all day long, but the track still doesn't sound all that hard to me.
Spinning out lyrics since the day I was born. And the amount of lyrics I got is against the law. The clothes. True. Hardcore. Internally
All core! All right!
Just tell me exactly what you're doing.
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
What is a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
There is a place far away in Cutler, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's Orbit, where there are 25 hours in a day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed
I
rock
love how the
stars,
narrator
full
just
of
comes in.
beaten-eyed depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills. The Suru live there.
Okay. Cool.
The clothes. True. Hardcore. Internally coherent.
All core! All right!
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Oh, okay.
We're close. True. Hard, intern, all.
He furrows.
Hardcore.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
It is.
But is it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns and starts bobbing his head back and forth once more.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal.
Okay.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, no, try to think if anything could make it harder core?
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
I just remembered something. I'm the police!
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's more likely to hinder us.
Oh.
Oh! I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
Yeah!
Oh my god. Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van X Jam is missing to make it harder core. Chat! Help me. Help me. I need physical instrument. Okay, chat. I so need this. I need physique, chat. I need your physique. Please, plus next to physique, minus next to anything else, and then vote. Chat, this is, I mean, it needs to be harder core. We need harder core. We need this, says Duck. We do. We need this. Chat, did you give it to me? Chat, you gave it to me. You are amazing!
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
It needs more bass.
Applause, please.
And a melody. A good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know. I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
Okay, I'll look into it. In an official capacity, it's up to the police to make the beats go harder.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Oh my god. Oh my lord, this is amazing.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's Jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
and the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Feels cold.
Does it?
He looks around looking for the cold.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Cop Man.
Oh my god, dude.
Cop Man!
Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Annex Jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah! Yeah!
Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
But I was thinking Revachol Imperative.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop, too.
So you're not a thought reader? You're a No, tell me something else, Egghead.
Yeah!
Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark Code Hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
What are the lungs in your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Why would lungs be for love?
When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on, 'cause I've never loved someone like you before.
Okay, goodbye, Egghead.
All right! Here comes the night!
Disco Elysium, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing else like this game. I have to go for now. I'll be back this evening around 6:30 p.m. ET for some Outriders. Tomorrow morning, I'm not sure what we're starting with yet. We may check out some Diablo 2 tomorrow and go from there. So anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. That was Hardcore to the Mega, to the Ultra. And I will see you tonight for probably some Outriders and maybe something else. We'll see. See you guys later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.